Hey everyone, welcome back to Integrative Psychedelics. Hope you're doing well out there. So in today's video, I wanted to just do a quick discussion about this kind of dynamic I see out there where people come to psychedelics thinking it's almost like a genie or a wish-fulfilling jewel, that they can just set an intention, they want to have a certain kind of experience, and then, they hope they're going to have it. And then when they take the medicine, they end up having these really challenging, difficult experiences. Then they feel disappointed, let down, confused, wondering what they did wrong, this kind of a thing. So if that interests you, I want to just kind of share my opinion about that. So please watch on. And just really quick, because I'm terrible at promoting the channel, I better remember to say this up front early in the video. If you like this kind of content, do consider subscribing to the channel. Help me grow the conversation. I'd love to have you aboard for the conversation. If this resonates for you, please do leave a comment down below. Let me know so that I know to make more content like this. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up just to let the algorithm know that we're up to something good here. So without further ado, let's get into this discussion about this kind of disappointment that comes on the back of projecting that psychedelics will give us a certain kind of experience. So what is it that when we're in this dynamic that we need to know that we perhaps don't understand? I think it's really very simple. One of the things you want to understand is that psychedelics are often described as a nonspecific amplifier, right? So what this means, and I believe that phrase comes from Stan Grof, correct me if I'm wrong, what that means is that whatever state you're in, whatever mood, whatever emotion, whatever ruminations, whatever, experiences are going on in your life, in your set and setting, your environment, the space around you, also what's going on in your headspace. Have you been, doom scrolling for a week straight before you take the psychedelics? Are you ruminating on, tensions in your relationship with your significant other, etc.? These things really matter, right? And when we take a psychedelic, generally what they're going to do is amplify all this stuff that maybe has been a bit in the background. Maybe you're not totally self-aware that you've been ruminating on that, or that's up and alive inside of you. And so psychedelics are an amplifier. The other metaphors, they are like a microscope for the mind. So you take them and you become self-aware of what's already happening in here. Psychedelics are not a wish-fulfilling jewel. They're not a genie that you can make a prayer on and then eat the mushroom or eat the LSD or what have you, and it's going to give you exactly what you want. In my experience, having done psychedelics for over 30 years now, having done them a lot of different contexts, including a lot of personal solo work, my experience is that can happen, but that's the exception, not the rule. That is very rare that we go, I really want to have this kind of experience, and then we have exactly that kind of experience. More often than not, you get what you need, not what you want. And more often than not, you are shown whatever is already present. It gets amplified rather than experiencing some missing emotion or state or insight or thing that isn't present inside of you, right? There are exceptions, again, to this, but in general, that's what I've seen happens. And so I think it's important to have grounded, clear understanding and expectations of what psychedelics do and how to work with them, so that we're not projecting our desires, our longing, our fear, our needs, our neediness, our insecurities onto the psychedelic, hoping that it's the universal, always giving the goods, always solving the problems, always resolving the issue kind of thing, because it's just truthfully not what the tool does, right? And so what the tool is definitely going to do is amplify whatever's present. And really what's required of us is having the openness and the flexibility to engage with, to look at, to experience, to open our minds to be curious about whatever's present inside ourselves. Ultimately, what they're going to do is help us see different layers of our experience more clearly, help us get in touch with maybe subtle currents of different emotions we're processing. And that could be anything from stress and overwhelm and fear on one hand to joy and bliss and gratitude, perhaps on the other hand, right? So there's a lot of different ways, obviously, that psychedelics can express and show up and what we can experience. And sometimes, you know, we go in, we're maybe expecting to process some fear or some, you know, grief or trauma or what have you. And what they give you is, you know, confidence or a connection to joy again, or a connection to a deep sense of peace inside of yourself, right? But the other side of that coin is that sometimes you're reaching for feeling that joy or that peace because it's given you that before. And what they give you is disconnect, sadness, overwhelm, confusion, right? And so you want to just understand they're going to amplify whatever's present, not give you what you don't have. Okay, so that's my message in this video. I hope you find it useful. I hope it's a helpful reminder, just so we're a little more aligned and a little more clear in our relationship to the medicines. If you like this kind of content, again, do me a favor, thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, all the good things, and let me know. Did this hit home for you? Is this helpful? Is this like, yeah? Is this offensive? You know, let me know. I'd be curious. All right, much love to you. Thanks for watching. Take care.